Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out. Then we're going to go ahead and get started. First, let me make sure we're not sounding crazy on the mic. Test, test, test. All right, we sounding good. We sounding good. Go ahead and get started. First, let me make sure we're not sounding crazy on the mic. Test, test, test. We are on. Bam. We got 15 minutes till London session starts. Got a couple setups we can possibly jump into. We're looking at this, price retrace right here. Possible buys. Watching a couple charts right now. Let me know how the mic sounds when you're hopping in here, y'all. As of right now, we're going to be watching GM, we're going to be watching NAS, SPX, and we're going to be keeping an eye on gold. That's the only charts I like as of right now. I'm going to be flipping through a few other charts as well. Might take a look at the Euro pairs also, just out of curiosity. They're looking very similar. Yeah, GN retested that level like we was talking about. If we can hold this level of support, we can look for a possible buy setup here. Just did a retest last night, broke back above this level, is pushing up. So we're going to see what this next 5 and 15 looks like. GJ's doing a retracement still. Gold's retracing also. Going to see how price reacts to this level here. If we're going to hold this level of support, we can look for a buy setup here. If it could hold this level. You got a big imbalance right there. Nice push to the upside. Those joining the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. These are some trade ideas. Wait until London session starts. Just looking to see what the game plan is going to be. I like GN, and I like how NAS is looking. And NAS can hold this level like we was talking about the Sunday chart analysis. We can see a possible buy setup here. Did a similar move last week on the same exact level. Retraced on Friday, was chilling, broke back above this level, is doing a retest. See if we can hold this level as support. If it can, we can see a nice buy setup right here. It's doing a retest on this candlestick. Then we're looking at possible buys for GA also. Who was going for sales, struggled and failed to break the support level like the last couple times. And then we can see here clearly price started reversing back up. Higher low right here. Perfect entry for high, especially if we can hold this level. And while we're trading off this level, again, we can see here by these wicks, how price was clearly treating this low as resistance, and then it broke above it, and now it's treating as support. So we got a couple possible setups we can jump into. I'm going to get a couple trade ideas up in a second. So we're watching GM, we're watching GA, we're watching gold, we're waiting for the retrace, and they're watching NAS right here as well. And I got oil and a few other charts on the other screen. These are the main charts we're looking at on the big screen. And like always, you want me to pull up any charts, got any questions, y'all can drop them in the chat. We're just chilling, waiting for London session. Just dropped a video earlier today. If y'all haven't watched it yet, I'm gonna drop that in the chat right now. Highly suggest watching it. This was going over trading psychology. We go a little bit into more depth in most videos because again, you got to understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, and you have to have a game plan. The reason why a lot of people are stressed while trading is because they don't have a game plan. They're just like, okay, I want to make money, or they got a goal, but they don't know how they're going to get there. Right? It's just like jumping in a car, and let's say, you know, like let's say you're in like California, and you're like, okay, well, I want to drive to Mexico, or I want to drive to Texas, or I want to drive to, I don't know, Oklahoma or something, right? And you just hop in your car and go on the highway. You're not gonna. You think you're just gonna be able to get to that destination? No, you got to have a game plan. You know what I'm saying, or a GPS in that case. You can't just expect shit to happen without a plan, especially when it comes to stuff like this. Because again, with trading, there's nothing that's random that happens on the charts. Everything happens for a reason. I'm gonna drop this in the chat right now. What's going on, Alton? I see you in here. You already know, waiting for London session. A couple moves already started going as projected. GN is looking exactly like what we wanted to see it look like. Did a retest last night, broke back above this level, so we're looking for a possible buy setup here. J is looking nice too. It's kind of just been chilling here for the past couple hours. Nas did a similar move, dropped, broke back above, is doing a retest. So we're gonna hold this level as support. We can see a buy setup here as well. Mark this off here. And then we're just watching, waiting for gold to retrace a little bit more. We're gonna see how it reacts to this low. We could look for a possible buy here. Wouldn't be too shy to try to retrace a little bit more, but we are gonna be looking for some buy setup, some gold for the meantime. Then GJ still retracing. Yeah, so we're gonna be paying attention to NAS, GNGA. That's gonna be the game plan for right now. What's going on, y'all? I got oil on my other screen too. If y'all didn't watch the Sunday chart analysis I dropped in the chat, I mean, not in the chat, the Telegram earlier, make sure to watch that, all right? And if y'all didn't watch last Sunday's, watch last Sunday's, because a lot of stuff we went over when it's projected. I can't say everything because I haven't watched it since I dropped it, but I know a lot of the stuff when it's projected. As far as news, I don't think well, let's double check. We might have something today. Let me see. Yeah, 8:30, we got USD news. That's pretty much it as far as New York and London session. And then when markets reopen, we've got New Zealand and Australian news. Well, this news event is going on right before markets reopen, so it's going to be interesting. I wonder if there's going to be some gaps or some spikes or something when market reopens with the New Zealand pairs. Yeah, these charts are just chilling right now. Again, all these charts are on key price levels except for gold. Gold's one heading towards one. But we look at NAS, chilling on one, just broke back above it. We look at GN, same thing, just broke back above it. GA has been just chilling here. GJ's retracing. We're going to wait to see how it reacts there. I'm going to leave it alone for right now. I like how GN's looking. I'm going to write some of these trade ideas up, because I do like how these are looking right here. They'll just join the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Waiting for a London session to start. I'm going to write some of these up right now, though. GSL. So the wick's right there. Could put it underneath this wick. It looks like it's about to try to do a move. I like how this is looking. NAS still trying to retest this level. Let's see how gold reacts right there. Leaving GJ alone. It's a decent stop loss. I'll give it a little wiggle room. All right, man. Those are the three I'm looking at right there. We see some volume coming in. New 5 minute just started. So we're waiting for London session to start. We're watching NAS, we're watching SPX, we're watching gold, and we're watching GN and GA. That's the game plan for right now. Looking for buys on all the above for right now. NAS is just hugging this level. GN did a retest. It's already starting to push up. So I like this. Is that a good entry right now? So I like how GN's looking. And then I like how GA is looking too. It's kind of just been chilling here. Just been taking a nap the past couple hours. But it has been still holding as low as support, where we can see in the past, it's been clearly holding as resistance. And then again, we go on the bigger time frame. We can see price is reversing back up. So as long as it can hold this level of support, we can see some bullish momentum continue to come into play. And we kind of see that right now. The candlestick just grew a little bit. You too. I hope you do too. Appreciate that. But so far, so good. I know the week kind of just started, but got a lot of stuff done. Can't complain. Had a good week last week. We're going to go over that in a second. But those who join the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. These are trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last quarter and last month. Go ahead and click that link. You can check it out for yourself. We're going to go over how we're doing so far this month and last week as well. Last quarter, 106 and 14. That's July, August, and September combined. Only took 14 losses between the 3 months. Caught 341,385 pips. And then last month for September, we went 27 and 4. Only took 4 losses. Caught 16,634 pips. Go ahead and hit that first link. You can check that out for yourself. We're going to pull it up in a little bit, but I want to see how this opening candlestick looks, because we got some volume kicking in last minute. So it looks like right as soon as London's about to start, we're about to get this retest. I want to see it hit this level before the 15 pops off, but we'll just have to wait and see what price does. We'll just have to wait and see what price does. We're watching NAS, we're watching SPX right now, we're watching GN and GA right now. And we're just going to keep an eye on, and we're keeping an eye on gold and GJ, but they got a little bit of work to do. And like always, you got any questions when we pull up any charts, when we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. But if not, you already know the deal. We're just going to be watching these charts I like at the moment, and we're just going to be chilling. We got about a minute and a half to London session start. Five, six. Give me 1 second. I'm writing some stuff up. I cannot type today. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I like how these are looking. Gold's right there. Yeah, I'm liking GN. G is looking kind of similar as well. Yeah, I like how GN is looking. Yeah, I'm jumping in this. We're going to see if we're going to take out these highs to the left. NAS rejecting that level. Honestly, can go either way with NAS. I'm leaning more towards buys, but I'm waiting for it to break back above this level. We do got a couple levels of traffic to the left. The reason why I'm leaning towards buys is because how I rejected this level twice. It went a little bit further the last time. Well, we had this nice drop. Then we had this double bottom. Then price shot up. Hit this resistance level like we can see right here. And then dropped. But now it's treating as low as resistance again. So it's going to be interesting to see if price is going to try to drop back down or it's going to try to break back above this level. It can go either way, really. Let me see what we're looking like on the. Yeah, that's a nasty wick last week. Yeah, I'd rather look for buys here, but if price does reject, depending on how it reacts down here, I might look for sales. But if it can break and hold its low support, I'm gonna look for buys. But US30 is kind of still looking bearish too, though. But last week, NAS and SPX kind of were doing their own thing. It was like a couple weeks before that. US30 was doing its own thing. Whoops, I keep hitting the wrong thing. There we go. You see US30 looks slightly different. Was bearish. Made some nice drops. Came back down. Failed to break back below this level, shooting up. But we also had that nasty wick on Friday. But we see it's holding its level of support, which is interesting. Then we see SBS kind of looks like a mix between US30 and NAS. It's got the nice little drop like US30, but shot back up like NAS did. And then current candlesticks kind of looking very similar to NAS as well. And then we see right here it's trickling above this level doing a retest. So yeah, we're just going to wait and see how that's playing along. Gold just hit this level, so we're going to see how gold holds against here. If we can hold this at support, not against the buy right there. GN doing a retest. Like this, do this thing. Let's see what GA is up to. GA is still chilling. Yeah, it's still no man's land. I got some alerts on this one. Yeah, so we're watching NAS, SPX, we're watching GN, GA, we're watching gold. Yeah, we're just going to have to wait for volume to come in. Yeah, so I got alerts on GC and GU. But they're kind of still in no man's land, so we're just going to watch these for right now. GA is kind of still just chilling here. I do like this for a buy, though. And then GJ, we're going to wait to see how it reacts at this level. We're going to see if it holds as resistance again, where we're going to look for sells. Or if it breaks back above the level, chooses support, we could look for buys again. Either way, it's in this box right now. We need to wait for it to break above this box and hold, or break back below this box and hold again. That's what we're waiting on for GJ. We're just going to let it do its thing for right now. We got a rejection wick on NAS. We're going to see if we can break back above this level. New 5-minute did just start though. Gold holding that as support. You can see as soon as it tapped, it reacted. I want to see it hit the daily level first though. But we want to see how it reacts right now. That thing exploded. Like I was looking for a buy, but I did not expect it to break through all those levels. I thought it was going to struggle breaking through this level here around like 1908, 1908, 1906. But I think blew through all those levels, which is interesting. I want to see if we're going to hold this level because this is a strong support level, but we do got a couple other strong support levels below it. And it did a big move, so it could try to retrace a little bit more. But if it does decide to hold this level or show signs it's trying to hold this level, I'm not afraid or against going for a buy right here. G and G are just doing a retest. NAS still chilling right here. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting. I like how this wick's looking right here. Yeah, I like these rejection wicks on NAS and gold. Just waiting to see if NAS can break back above this level. It's trying, that's for sure. So while we're watching and waiting, we might as well really quick go over how we did last week and how we're doing so far this month. As you can see, scrolling on your screen, how we did last month and last quarter. Last quarter, we went 100. Let me pull it up so I don't know it off the top of my head. We went 106 and 14, got 341,385 pips. Last month, we went 24/7, catching 16,634 pips. All right, and as far as last week, if you hit that first link, first thing you're going to see is, of course, the link to the live, and then you'll see the Sunday chart analysis. Make sure to watch and check that out. This is how we did last week. Last week, Monday, we caught 84 pips. Tuesday, we caught 4,520. Wednesday, we caught 72. Thursday, we took a loss that day, caught 0 pips on Friday. I took trades, but didn't post any signals, so 0 trades on Friday. End of the week 4-2, catching 4,676 pips, 4,600 strictly with the members. You click right here, it's going to take you to Monday where we had those bank holidays. Still caught a move on GN because there was no bank holidays for those pairs or currencies. And then as far as Tuesday, this is how we did Tuesday. Every trade posted as my personal entry, SL, TPs, time the trade was posted, how people viewed or entered the trade, reactions, of course, the TPs getting hit, screenshots of positions, all that good stuff. So make sure to check that out. But if we scroll up to, I believe, October 2nd, well, this is how we did for the quarter, so we'll do this first. NAS rejecting that level. Let's see what gold's doing. Gold's still holding that. GJ doing that. Whoops. My computer glitching out. Looks like GA is about to try to do something. Yeah, I'm liking how GA and GA is looking. Especially, I like how they're looking. We're just waiting for volume. But I do like how it's looking. I do got a trade idea written up for this. I like how all these look well, except GJ. I'm waiting for GJ to do something, hit one of my levels. But I like how all these are looking for the most part. Just waiting for them to break above. Nas tried multiple times but keeps rejecting. So we're gonna let that do its thing because again we enter off our levels. So until it breaks above, we're not gonna go for a buy, and not even just break above until it holds that level as support. We're not gonna really do nothing about that. It looks like GA is about to try to do something though, which I do like right here. But again, we're 10 minutes into this candlestick, and you literally don't even, you just see like a literal dot. No volume right now. But it is Monday. Monday and Tuesdays, as y'all should know, are the slowest days, usually on average. There are a few exceptions where some Mondays and Tuesdays will do some nice moves, but for the most part, those are the slower days. Things start to pick up on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday, that's when things really start to pick up. But give me 1 second. Let's pull up the 5 minute, see what it looks like on the 5 minute. Yeah, I think it's just been chilling. Yeah, I like how gold's holding that support. Didn't have my daily level, but it's still reacting nicely. Oil's doing a retest. Yeah, so we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. And again, all the charts we're looking at, I went over in the Sunday chart analysis, so make sure to check that out. But we're about to hop back into Telegram. I just want to really quick see what these charts are up to. But as we can see, most of these charts on are key price levels. Just trying to figure out, we're just waiting for volume. We're trying to figure out what side of the coin they're going to be on. There's only a few that are kind of in no man's land, but most of them are chilling on our key price levels. We're just patiently waiting. Yeah, I like how G and the GA are looking. I can see those pushing up. All right, so back to the charts. All right, so this is how we did last quarter. Just like you see on your screen, July we went 34-3, catching 105,389 pips. August we went 45-7, catching 219,708. This September we went 27-4, catching 16,634 pips. That's where we get the 341,731 pips, and then this is how we get the 106-14. So in the span of those 3 months, that quarter, we averaged an 88% win rate. All right. And you click right here, it's going to take you to July. You click right here, it's going to take you to literally July. Well, not the first, because the first was on the weekend, but it'll take you to July 3rd. Pretty sure that's just telling me SPX is retracing. Yeah. SPX is retesting that level as well. Let's pull US30. Yeah, US30 retesting this level as well. Yeah, US30 can hold this low. We can look for a possible buy here. But if it breaks below, whoops. If it breaks below this low, we can see a possible the downtrend come back into play. But right now, I'm leaning towards buys. Again, these are just trade ideas, not in any of these yet. So I'm going to see what this next 15 looks like. Looks like GA is about to try to trickle make a move. Let me go ahead and post this disclaimer right quick. We might hop into some stuff. Give me 1 second, y'all. Mm-hmm. 9240. Give me 1 second, y'all. So I don't know about y'all, but I can't talk and type. Yeah, the next 15, I want to see price either break this level or just reject, because it's kind of just been chilling right here. I want to see it break this level or reject and do a retest. That's what I'm kind of wanting to wait. I want to see. Oh, tracing back up. I don't know why my thing doing that. I wonder if my thing's loose. Gold's respecting that level. US30 is respecting that as well. Tap that level and then whipped it. Looks like G is about to try to break that level. Pull NAS back up. Yeah, that thing's struggling. It's rejecting that. Yeah, so if it doesn't want to hold this level, if it breaks below this level, I might look for sales. But as long as it stays above these two levels, I'm still leaning towards buys. The same thing with US30. If we can hold this level, we can look for buys. If it breaks below this level, it starts treating this level as resistance again, like it was like a week or two ago. Then we look for sales again. Right now, we are in a level of traffic right now. Very rangy. Gee, looks like it's trying to break that level. All right, these are the only two currency pairs I'm entering. The rest of the day, I mean, I'm gonna pay attention to GJ. I want to try to get some entries on gold in the indices. I like how where gold's at. Gold's not at a terrible. I would have liked it to hit my daily level, but it's not a terrible buy position. I can see it going up to 1920, especially since it's holding that level like it is right now. Yeah, I can see that hitting 1920, especially if you're going to hold and stay above 1906, 1908, which it currently is. Made a huge higher high. Well, let me bolden it up so y'all can see it. All right, there we go. We can clearly see the level is on a strong support resistance level. And again, just like I was talking about at the beginning of the live, and I always tell the members, y'all should already know this, especially if you've been watching the live streams we've been having. There is no coincidences in the markets. The same exact level that price is currently on, you can see the red dotted line and the blue daily support level. We're all the way in a whole year ago, February, same level being treated as support resistance. This is all the way 2021. It's all the way 2020, 3 years ago. I would go further, but I don't think gold hasn't been this high in a minute. Yeah. Well, even this level we got marked off, right? This is March 2023, earlier this year. This was literally 2 weeks ago, October 5th, same level, right? This is August 2022. This is 2021. This is 2020, whole 3 years ago. We can see these same levels, well, not on gold, obviously, but like on other charts, like key price levels, we can go a lot farther into time because currency pairs kind of do a lot more ranging and shit like that. I'm watching SPX on my chart. It's still retesting that level. We're just going to let it do its thing for right now. We're a couple pips away from hitting TP1 on this. I'm going to see if we can hit TP1 on this. Almost there. And it's at 92,499. Come on, hit 50 for me. Wow, I just got trolled. I want to wait. I have like slight OTD, so I want to wait for it to hit 90, but it literally hit 49. Okay, there it goes. All right, so TP1 just got hit right there. So we're going to see if we can break that highs to the left, right? So let me show you what we're going to be looking for next. So at price, we got a small level of traffic here, right? Especially this right here. So if we can break through this, you see how price is treating this level as support, then it broke below, start treating it as resistance. Just like this TP was being treated as support right now, it's kind of being treated as resistance. If we can break through these levels, we see price continue to climb up, right? Just like over here, who was going for sales here, price failed to break this level. So what did it do here? Rejected, broke through, one more retest, exploded through, right? And actually, out of curiosity, let me go to the left. I want to see something. Look right here. Y'all literally saw me just draw this box. And this was all the way last month. The same box where these TPs are at. Again, no coincidences in the market. The same box. We see a similar level of traffic. The same box we're currently at. And this was all the way September 14th, a whole month ago. All right, we keep going back. We see the same box, price treating as a support resistance as well. Same box got a level of traffic here as well. Let's just keep scrolling and see if we can. We're gonna have to go in a bigger time frame in a second. Yeah, let's go in an hour just to see if we see some more. Let's zoom in really quick. This is all the way in July, same levels. Again, there's no coincidences in the market. Nah, it's just doing that. US30. Yeah, so we're gonna let these do their thing. Still retesting this level, hasn't broken below. So again, we gotta wait and see if price can break through that level. We see it's rejecting just like the last time. Again, you already the disclaimer, same disclaimer I post every day before the first signal. When a TV gets hit, either reject or break through. So right now it's slightly rejecting. So we're about to see if it can break through that level. It's been chilling here for like a past couple of hours. I first hit this level at around 10, like 10:15. Bounced to hit this level again. Hour later, 11, like 11:45, 11:30ish, bounced again. Hit it at 1 a.m., bounced again. Hit it at 2 a.m. And of course, now we're seeing it about to go for around 3 to see if we can break through this level right here. So yeah, we're just gonna watch that, see if it can do so. NAS still chilling. GN still chilling right here. US30 and SPX are doing retests. So yeah, we're just chilling right now. Let me see what oil is up to. All right, oil's still chilling. So let's pull up oil really quick. Again, all these charts I went over in the Sunday chart analysis. So looking at oil, still just chilling right here. We're waiting to see what side the coin wants to flip on. If it can break back below here, I'm going to look for sells. If it continues to hold this level of support, I'm going to leave it alone and wait till it hits this level and see if it can break or reject this level. The reason why I want to wait is it's very simple because, again, me personally, this is how I go about trading. This is how I recommend everybody else to go about trading with. I totally messed that sentence up. I need to stop trying to talk so fast. This is how I personally suggest everyone go about trading. All right. The goal isn't to try to catch every pip in the market. What I notice a lot with my students is they'll know the overall direction or the game plan should be on the chart. But while they're patiently waiting, they see a small pump or a candlestick shoot one way or another. And then they get, the FOMO kicks in or they get tempted to jump into the trade. How I go about trading is I'm not trying to catch every pip in the market. I'm just trying to patiently wait to see what direction price is going. overall, not just like what it's doing right here and right now. That way I can catch the overall move, right? So I say this all the time. So if we're bullish, right? What makes more sense? To go for buys or sells? And then let's get deeper than that. What makes more sense? What's going to give you a higher probability and it's going to give you more pips to potentially catch if we're bullish? A buy or a sell? The obvious answer is a buy. But again, why? We can clearly see right here, there's way more green candlesticks than red. Obviously, we're not bullish right now, but I'm just explaining how we're bullish on this small time frame just for the example, right? There's way more green candlesticks than red. And even with the red candlesticks, the retracement is a lot smaller than the pump with the higher highs. You know what I'm saying? So again, like when you think of it like that, it doesn't make really much sense if we're bullish to go for a sell or if we're bearish to go for a buy. Because again, we don't control the markets, as we all know. So again, if we're going to risk our money and take a trade, it's got to make sense, and it should be a high probability or high quality setup that is most likely going to go our way. So if we're bullish and we go for a buy, we already have a 60, 70, 80, 90% chance it's going to go our way, even if we enter randomly, right? But if we enter a buy off a support level, our chances increase even more. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, if we catch the higher high and enter off the higher low, not only do we have a higher chance of probability of price going our way, but we have the chance to potentially catch more pips because, again, how price moves, it moves in pumps and retracements and pivots, higher highs, higher lows, or lower lows, lower highs, right? So we're bullish. Yes, we want to most likely go for a buy, but what are we trying to catch? Are we trying to catch a higher low? No, we're trying to catch a higher high. You get what I'm saying? And we do that a lot. Now, I don't know if we can show any examples on oil because I kind of took a break until last month trading oil. But I know we can show that example on gold, right? So if we pull up gold, we're not even going to talk about this week. We're going to talk about again, right? So those I was here during July, I was watching these live streams. Y'all remember, we caught this entire drop down. I was calling sales this entire month, this entire 2-3 weeks. And if you look right here, let me zoom in so y'all can see the short positions. We literally took the sales at the beginning of the reversal. We was catching buys when we had this double bottom here. We started catching buys, as you can see. Just like we zoom out, we caught the sales at the beginning right here. We was calling sells. Then when we saw the reversal, we went for buys. And as soon as the reversal happened here, we caught the first lower low, the second lower low, third lower low, right? And we did the same thing with NAS. These are daily candlesticks, so that means we caught the entire direction and move for the day. But in this case, it was like the week, because again, we caught the entire downtrend, right? Same thing we did with NAS this week, right? We was going for buys here, following the trend. We was going for buys. Then when price made this double top here, failed to make a higher high, price rejected down. After price broke the support level, that's when we went for the sells. Caught the lower low, caught the next lower low, and then after price rejected, we didn't do it on NAS, but we caught the reversal up on SPX and US30 these weeks, right? So we go to US30. Should be still written up here. Let me make sure I go to the right source. What date was that? Probably should have looked at the date first, but I know it was in like August. I want to say it was a Monday. As I say August, but I'm not even in August. I think it was this day. I think it was this right here. I want to say it was this right here. Hold on. I want to say. Let me see, because we entered a US30 SPX by the same day. So August 29th. Let me go to SPX really quick. I want to make sure I'm saying the right dates. Yeah, so that looks like it's trying to reject. So we're gonna let that do its thing. Okay, so it was this day. Right, so same thing with SPX and NAS was catching the sell, caught the first lower low, caught the second lower low, caught the third lower low. Once price failed to make a lower low, did that retest, rejected again. That's when we went for this buy on Monday, rolled it up Tuesday and Wednesday. Caught this high here. Then of course when price failed to make a second higher high, we caught a buy there, and then price broke below, we went for sells again here. You see what I'm saying? So when you follow the flow of price and you okay, we're just gonna ignore that. I got that on my other screen. New 15 did just start though, so let's see what's going on here. All right. Let's pull these other charts back up. Oil's still chilling right here. So look at my charts up really quick. Okay. US30 did a retest. Pushing up right there. I kind of like how that's looking. Let's see what NAS is up to. I mean, SPX. SPX looks like it's trying to get his act together too. So it looks like those buy positions are about to try to do their thing. SPX and US30 are above those levels. Kind of like that. So look at this back up here. I'm just getting my charts back up. As I have like 20, yeah, US30 looks like it's going to try to do that move. Gold's still chilling right there. Oil's doing a retest. Yeah, I like how US30 is looking right here. GN is struggling. It's doing a retest. So we're going to see how it reacts off this retest. But it looks very similar to GA, and the game plan is still the same. We was bearish, but since it broke these lows to the left, if it can continue to hold this level of support, we're going to look for buys. But if it rejects back down, kind of like what GJ did to us on, I think it was Thursday, because we went for a buy on GJ on Thursday. After we took a buy on Monday and Tuesday, right? So we go to last week. First was cutting all these sales last month, and then we had this reversal. That's when we went for the buy on a Friday, and then I think we went for another buy on Monday. Let's go on a smaller time frame so we can see. Yes, so it was catching all these sales, and this was the news day. So we go to the 3rd on October. You'll see there was a news event where price literally retested as low and then shot through all these levels, then rejected right back here, chilled that day. Then price retraced back up. Then after price retraced back up, after the retest, that's when we went for buys here on that Friday. Then price retraced back down. And then when it shot back up, we went for buys again on Tuesday. We can actually pull that up. What date was that? This was October 10th. So this was last week. No, I don't want to put no emojis. All right. Click one more time. So we go to the 10th of last week. This was that GJ buy. We went to that on Tuesday. But as you can see, there was like no volume on Tuesday. So it hit like TP2 like a bunch of times. And it was until that next day or that night, depending what country or where on the world you're at, it started to slowly trickle up. And then it was right before London session started. We hit the final TP at 2:30, which you can see right here. We only hit like TP1 there. Then we hit like TP3 right before market close. And then when market reopened hours later, because again, it was bouncing between TP2 and TP3 for hours, as we can see right here. Hours later, during Tokyo session, that's when the other TP started to get hit. And then right before we went live, that's when the final TP got hit. And then that next day, price did a buy setup, which is why we went for another buy here on Thursday, but rejected that level, retraced back down, and then it dropped. And now we're waiting to see what it's about to do again. Because again, hit this level, didn't break below, so we could look for sells. I had the sell idea here. Hit this level, is tracing back up. So if it holds this level as resistance, we could look for possible sells. But I want to wait to see what it's going to do here. I want to wait to see what it's going to do here. And I actually need to change this level to I don't know why that level is red. I actually need to make that level gold. That kind of just threw me off. I'm tripping. I need to make that level gold. So let me fix that. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Because shout out to, oh, we just hit another TP. Because shout out to y'all that's in here, because it's crazy. I don't really care. I just find it funny. It's like as soon as I start to explain stuff, like people just hop out the live. They're like, yo, it's like the Charlie Brown adults started talking or something. It's like people just heard wah, 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 wah. But it's like when I'm breaking down the charts, that's the stuff y'all actually need to understand. But, you know, it is what it is, though. But we barely missed TP2. We're about to hit TP2. We're about to hit TP2. As I accidentally, I don't want to take a screenshot. There we go. We're like 0.02 of a pip away from hitting TP2. Then GN is doing this thing as well. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. US30 is doing a retest. We got a lot of news actually popping off right now. But again, the goal is not to jump into every trade either. Another mistake I used to make is overtrading. I might make a video on that. Because overtrading is definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. NAS rejected that level. US30 is still trying to retest that level. So we're going to leave them alone for right now. Oil is actually going as projected so far as well. If we can hold underneath this level here, we can definitely see it come down to this daily level. So I do like oil also. I want to see if GA is going to tap this level though. It's slowly pushing up. And then again, all the stuff I just broke down, I do have videos breaking all this stuff down, all right? So actually, I'm going to drop one in the chat. And if you haven't seen that video I dropped earlier, well, it's not even today anymore, yesterday, make sure to watch that video as well. And then probably this afternoon, if not tomorrow, I'm going to drop the poll so y'all can vote for this week's video. All right, so I always drop the one about the trends. So I'm going to drop this one right here. I'm going to drop this in the chat for y'all. Whoops. There we go. Make sure to check this video out, y'all. It's going to help you out. And all the stuff I was just talking about, like the chart patterns, reading the charts, back testing, I go over that in that video. I break this down fuller into depth. So make sure to check that out. So we'll have to see if GA is about to hit this next TP for us. I probably hit it on my broker. Hold on. Yeah, probably hit it on my broker, to be honest. I want to see it pierce that level. Looks like all the GBP pairs are pushing up. Excuse me. New 5 minutes about to start. Yeah, US30 and SPX are still trying to figure out what they're trying to do. So we're going to let them do their thing. We'll go back to that the next 15 minutes. GN and GA are pushing. We just hit TP2 on GA. Those that just joined the stream, we broke this down last night as well as right before we entered it. Then we entered this live as well. And yeah, now we're making some bread. 9265. And then some people be telling me like I be sounding monotone even though we be in profit. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 a.m. here. Well, No, EST is 3 a.m. It's midnight where I'm at right now. And I don't know, I've also like just kind of like trained my mind to like, that's another thing, like, because people be talking about like emotions and trading psychology. I kind of just like train my mind to like react similarly when I'm in drawdown or in profit. But of course, I'm more happy when it's blue than red. But I'm just chilling right now. I get a little bit more excited once I close the trade. I'm just chilling right now. And then also another reason is because, again, I suggest this too, especially with the new traders, because one thing I used to do when I first started trading was as soon as I entered a trade, I'm just staring at my MT4, MT5, just watching that blue and red number flicker. But that's not really telling you anything. Only time you should be looking at your MT4, MT5 is when you enter a trade, when you're moving at selling profit or taking partials, or when you're closing the trade. Because anytime between that, you're not getting any information from that, because you took that trade based off the charts and the candlesticks. So during the trade, especially while you're managing and watching what it's doing, you should still continue to look at the charts and the candlesticks. And that's one of the main things, because again, like, I taught myself how to trade, I taught myself how to read the charts and all that. And this, as well as a few other things, was like one of the biggest things that helped really made me become profitable and like really change things trading wise for me. This risk reward, risk management, and of course taking the time to learn how to read the charts. Yo, we're just chilling right now. And again, all these trades we're in, I broke this down last night. So now we're just waiting to see how this goes with London going into New York. We got a couple minutes, about 2.5 minutes till the next 15 starts. GA is doing a lot better than GN so far. GJ's retracing up as well. Gonna wait to see how he reacts when it hits that level. I do got some alerts on it. And then those watching the recorded of this are the 2 videos I linked earlier. Make sure to watch these and check them out. Yeah, but we're starting this day on the right note. We're starting this week on the right note too. I'm looking at oil too on my other screen. It's going as projected. Did a retest, because those I remember, it was last we looked at it, it was doing this retest on this green candlestick. Next candlestick pushed down. Then this current one is breaking these lows to the left. So if we can hold underneath this level, we can definitely see price continue to push down. And if we can break the support level, turn it back to resistance, we can see a similar, if not greater, drop to the downside. Again, price always repeats itself. This resistance level in the past was a support level where we went for buys in the past on, just like the support level in the past was a resistance where we went for sells in the past on. And then US30 SPX look like they're rejecting. So we're going to let them do their thing for right now. And we're just going to be in these setups right here. We're going to let them do their thing. Gene is struggling. But still it's above the daily level. So we're just going to let it do its thing. And just like GA, it's got some levels of traffic. We're also waiting for volume. Volume will start to pick up this next hour. So we're just going to patiently wait. And then again, we do have this huge level of traffic to the left, where if the uptrend is going to, and the reversal is going to come into play, it's going to have to break past this imbalance in these levels of traffic to the left. That's the biggest hurdles we got right here. Again, if we're just following strictly market flow, buy is valid. But again, we got to understand what we're up against as well. This doesn't make it impossible. It's going to make it struggle like it is right now. And it's going to take volume to break these levels. If it rejects this level, especially if it breaks back below and starts treating this level as a resistance again, like it did in the past, we can see some sell, especially if it breaks past this like golden line right here. But for now, we're holding these 2 positions. New 15-digit start. Let's put this back on there. Yeah, we're gonna leave this one right here. Where did my mouse go? Here's my mouse. Those just joining the stream, we're in 2 trades currently. Nice and profit on GA right now. Into both these trades live. We're also looking at the indices, but they're kind of just trying to figure out what they're trying to do right now. And then we're also watching GJ, but we're just waiting for it to hit this daily level. We're just slowly pushing up too. GN still trying, GA still pushing. As far as news, again, at 8:30, we do got USD news. And then at 5:45, we got New Zealand. That's when markets closed, though. And then when markets reopened later on that night during Tokyo, we got Australian news at 8:30 EST. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all should see us scrolling at the bottom of y'all's screen. Instagram is Playmaker_way. TikTok is Playmaker Way. I post daily on both pages. I posted some content on there last night. Make sure to check that out. Yeah, well, we're just chilling right now. I got a couple of video ideas though, so I'm gonna drop these in the poll. I might as well make that poll right now. Should I wait till later on? I mean, it's the beginning of the day somewhere, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that poll because I'm probably gonna forget later. So I got a couple of video ideas. Which ones we're gonna drop in here? I know which one. All right, cool. So be on the lookout in about 2 minutes. You're gonna see something in the community tab. It's gonna be another poll so y'all can vote for this week's videos. This week. Those just joining the stream. We're in 2 trades right now. You see GA still pumping, doing his thing. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. We entered this live. We broke it down live. We broke it down last night in the Sunday chart analysis as well. Everything going as projected so far. And this one didn't take that long to find the setup. We started live like 15 minutes before London session. Entered it at like 320-ish, 330-ish. Well, it's documented, so let's just pull it up and see, right? Let's not guess. Yeah, 317. So I was waiting for this setup for like 30 minutes, maybe. I'm already making bread. Train plan video. All right, it's gonna be two options this time. All right, the poll is posted, so you go to the community tab. The poll is posted. Make sure to leave a vote, and yeah, and then middle of the week, end of the week, whatever wins or whatever's the highest at the time, that's the video we're gonna drop. So we got GA doing a little retest right now, GN doing the same thing, GJ still slowly creeping up, oil doing a retest, US30 still trying to figure its life out. It's literally just been bouncing and ranging since markets reopened. New 5-minute digits start though. And then let's just see what the euro pairs are doing. I'm not going to trade any of them. I just want to see what they're up to. See if they're looking similar or different, because some days and some weeks they be doing their own thing. EN's doing the same thing as GN, hugging this level. It looks almost the same besides the drop. The drop was a little bit more aggressive on GN's part, if I'm not mistaken. But we're going to do a little compare and contrast right now. Yeah, the drop on GN was a lot more aggressive, as you can see here. But the end result was still the same. You get what I'm saying? Let's see what EA's up to. EA is looking similar to GA. Well, let's pull them up and see, right? On the daily time frame. We can see the similarities and differences. Right? They actually look very similar. They got that same imbalance. It's just slightly different locations. But these two look very similar. And they're doing kind of similar moves. EU and GU look similar as well. Let's see what EJ is looking like. I still probably won't trade EJ unless it breaks above that disgusting level of traffic, which we can see right here. And again, if you watched that video I dropped in the chat earlier, this one right here, this breaks down the 3 chart patterns. Members, we went over this in one of the lives last week as well. So if you didn't watch the lives last week, make sure to watch the lives last week. Even though it was the weekend, so y'all should have watched them if y'all didn't watch them the day of. But if y'all didn't watch them, make sure to watch them because we go super in depth, show a bunch of different examples breaking this down. But in that video on YouTube, I also break it down as well. And right now we're just in a nasty consolidation level of traffic. So I'm waiting on price to, let's unbold this level. I'm waiting on price really to break out either below this level. We're going to look for some simple looking sells, or if it breaks above this level, we can look for buys. Well, while it's in between this, I'm just going to leave it alone, to be honest, because it's just a mess. All right, so we got GA doing a retest. GN still trying to figure out what it's trying to do with itself. Oil's doing a retest. US30 still hugging and ranging, bouncing on this level as well. So yeah, we're just chilling, letting these do their thing, y'all. And then gold's kind of still in place also. If y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Instagram, playmaker_way. I respond to all messages. All right, y'all should see this scrolling at the bottom of y'all's screen. And yeah, we're going to be back at it same time tomorrow, London session, 3 a.m. EST. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. If you're interested in how to identify these levels and all that stuff, check out those links in the description. I honestly should do a better job promoting my stuff, but y'all get the gist. Stuff's in the description if y'all interested in it. But yeah, we're just going to let these trades do their thing. Again, we entered 2 trades during this live stream. We hit some TPs live. Great stream. We're just going to wait to see how the rest of this day goes. All right, we're in the middle of London session. We got a new hour about to start in a little bit. And then, of course, we got some news popping off during New York session. So yeah, it should be an interesting week. Should be an interesting week. We don't got a lot of news this week. It's pretty regular day, pretty regular week. And then of course, next week we got a bunch of news because again, the first week and the last week of the month, we had the most news events and they're the toughest to trade. Then we got daylight savings, and of course we got that holiday. I don't know if it's going to affect the banks. It shouldn't affect the banks. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, it's not that important of a holiday. All right, cool. But yeah, that's how this week's looking, y'all. Gonna be back at the same time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST. Again, I dropped that poll. Make sure to vote for this week's video, and we out. If I can find my mouse, there it is.